What's up, fish tank people? Dustin's Fish Tanks, bringing it to you from one of my buddies' houses in Charlotte. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. Got to bring it to you raw, shimmy shimmy y'all style. This is my dude's Red Sea tank, my girl Abby's room. I have not seen this tank since last September. My boy used to be into salt water. He said he wanted something easy. We got him set up with a planted tank. So I want to show what's going on here. We've got the Kessel light, most beautiful fixture. I'm not nuts about the light quality it puts off. It's got a little bit of algae going on, but not bad. Fly, angelfish, rocking. But this is like a full kid's room. And she absolutely loves it. So we're loving that. They do water changes out of here. So yeah, it's rocking. He's got the under gravel, or excuse me, he's got the sump in here. Spence, what do you think, dude? Too much work?
Too much work.
Too much work. Can't handle it. Too much work. What's the work you do? Every 3 or 4 weeks you do water change? You do it every 2?
Every 2. I got some hair algae.
I mean, dude, it doesn't look terrible. Like, you got a little bit of algae, but I got some solutions for that. How long are your lights on, bro?
Oh, they're not. I tried to get a timer going, but I couldn't get the timer going.
So there's always on?
No. I mean, it's just random.
Okay.
Totally random.
Does the sun random? Does the sun just randomly come up and down and just go when it goes? Or does the sun set and... We'll work on this timer. We'll get it figured out. So yeah, here's what we're doing. We're going to get the timer thing figured out. And if we're not going to figure it out, we're going to abandon it and get a different timer because he's got the fancy thing. Oh, that's why. See, there's too much technology going on. We'll get an easy timer. And we're going to add some plants. And this is fun because I just went and robbed the greenhouse. So these are the fly nests right here. And I was hoping that I'd get some of the girls in here to see this, but I'm just going to deck it out for them. This is the OG. This grew up in the this is actually from a goldfish pond basin that we have. And these are like the jam.
Is there even room for that?
What?
There's not even room
Nobody has these. These live with goldfish. There's actually 2 of them in here. Ridiculous roots, unkillable. We'll shade out the rest of the stuff. And it doesn't matter because it's Bacopa Yellow Flame. And the fish are going to love it. So there's one there. Bada boom. The jungle val has taken over this bad boy too, which is expected. You'll hear the overflow because I'm overflowing it more. Bacopa Yellow Flame, as big as it's ever been up in here. And then I've got, this is actually going to be cool for the girls. We got a little bit of floating stuff on the top here. It's going to get sucked into there, but this stuff, dude, is actually going to help with the algae. Floating plants help with the algae. Throw a little bit of some myriophyllum in here. A little color. We're just going to set these in here and have to figure it out because I don't know what they're going to do. We'll have to figure it out. What we want to do is we want to add... So the floating stuff, this is legit. So this stuff will keep growing. When it gets to be a nuisance, dude, just take it out. So this is called frog bit. So it's meant to absorb all the stuff that's feeding that. You got me? So there's too much nutrients, and there's also unstable light, which is your fault. But we can figure that out. But that'll absorb the extra nutrients, and then so will this plant, and then the Anubis is just fire. So
I told you,
this down.
Dude, the tank is, I mean, everything's growing well. It's almost too much growth because of the algae.
Yeah, no, we'll figure that out. It's really, dude, all it is the lights, bro. That's literally the only problem you got is your lights are inconsistent. And that's the only deal. Yo, look at this plant, bro. This plant is legit. This is a Madagascar lace. I almost forgot I brought this. It's got these trippy little like leaves. And dude, this is a hard to keep plant, so I'm glad you got that help rod going in there.
Which one?
This crazy looking, crypto looking thing.
That thing's growing. It's like multiplying.
Yeah, no, it's doing good. I gotta tell you a story about this plant, man. United States Department of Agriculture decided I didn't need to have 12 boxes of these. And it was not a good scene. It was not a happy stoner. We remove the rock wool. And we'll set this on here. Oh no.
Dustin's making a mess in here.
Yes, I am.
Dustin's making more work for a fish tank that's already more work than I ever thought it would be.
Correct. Dustin's work tanks.
Dustin's work tanks. Yeah, every time we clean the tank,
Dude, I did it.
we curse Dustin.
I'm not surprised. Dude, I did a tank at the Newport and they were just like, they ripped it all out because they had the lights on 24/7 too.
We don't have the lights on 24/7. When do you usually turn the lights on, hon?
The lights have to be on a timer. There's no like.
I bought a timer thing. It doesn't work.
We're gonna get you a $5 timer. So now what we're gonna. I mean, like literally, dude. I would leave the lights off in this tank for like a week. Like no, black it out. The fish will be fine. It'll get ambient light. Just turn the lights off. All this will die. That's because this just keeps coming around. Yeah, no, we're good, dude. Thanks for holding the camera. Quick hit. Kids getting ready for bed. Weeknight. Blitz.
I turned the lights on today at 3:30.
Okay. Let's do like a couple days with no lights.
Okay.
Just no lights, and then let's just do 6 hours a day. And that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, you know,
The kids like to fall asleep with the light on.
So that's the quick hit.
This is cool stuff.
This plant's
This looks like fake.
dude. That so they make the fake plants designed after that one. That's like one of it's Bacopa. Yeah, it actually smells really good too. So
what do you think?
This one's wicked, man. You need to get in on this one. This one is really, really cool. It's a Madagascar
It looks like it's dead. Like it looks like some of these that are dying. Like that sword, like a dead sword.
Right. And that's because the outer growth that the tennis racket looking leaves on that thing are what you want. That's a Madagascar lace. It's from Madagascar, that island on the one side of Africa. That's where it's from. It's going to get huge. And it's going to look real sweet. So, got your little something there.
Pretty good looking tank for something that's never done with, huh?
Not bad.
I mean, look,
dude, I mean, you complain about it being hard work. Like, if your kids fall asleep with the light on, like, that's 10 hours of, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the issue. If you got to get one of those
No,
little...
we turn them off, though, after they go to bed.
Oh, you turn them off already?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
They don't stay on 24 hours, bro. Yeah, what is that, Jungle Valley you said took over?
Yeah, dude, stuff's everywhere. That's why it's great, though. That's why I planted it in there, because it's like, it just goes where it wants, which I mean, whatever. But
I only
it's
had
really...
one of those, and that thing multiplied.
No, that's a helper rider. That thing is awesome.
How about these? These things multiply.
Yeah, Crips did good.
Crips did
Your
good.
angelfish is fire.
Yeah,
he's cool. White clouds are cool. You know what you need to get, dude, and don't rely on it to do all the work, but a little tiny pleco would clean that up.
So I have 3 of the clown plecos, but I think those things don't really do anything. They're the clown plecos. I have 3 of them in there. I
think the next time you leave town, you just leave the lights off and you'll be fine. For real. Like next time you leave town, just like however many days, 3-4 days, just black it out and that stuff will die. Because I think you just need to like, because you're just like, you can tell you're right at the edge of like beating it. Now the good news is
that the same thing as this?
Yeah.
What is
that? That's a Nubius barter.
Yeah, I like that one. Except it got covered with algae.
Well, that's because it's a slow grower and there's not enough water flow. Water flow would help, bro. If you got a little clip-on like magnet pump thing, that would get you a little circulation. That would help you. It actually is probably a good idea to get a little cross flow here. And folks, what we're talking about is the algae. So my anal friend can't handle it. No, it's a little bit, but I mean, it could be like all over the branches and everywhere. Like it's at bay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you didn't have this, because the algae eats out of the water column, so the more plants you have, the more they eat the stuff the algae eats, and they out-compete the algae. So there's less for the algae to eat. Problem is, if the lights are inconsistent, the algae can just grow whenever because it's a simpler form of organism.
Kind of like you versus me.
Yeah, you're a simple freaking organism.
You're the algae.
I'm gonna guess.
All right, you guess.
I'm gonna guess he put this in.
No.
That in.
Oh.
I'm guessing he put that in.
No, that was right there.
No. Then I'm guessing he put that in right here.
Yeah, it's a new one. Correct. That's called foxtail because it looks like a fox.
And this one?
Yeah.
Yes, I got it right.
What do you think of your tank? You like it?
Yes.
You were a sweetheart with getting the thing going. It looks great. She helped me design the whole thing.
What else looks new?
That's like a lily pad. That's going to get big and do you a lot of good. Do not remove that. If it gets sucked in there, pull it back out because that's a really good nitrate absorbing thing and it'll shade out the algae.
Okay. Is this more of that foxtail?
Yeah, it's more of it. You can put that wherever.
I see that.
Yeah, that's a Madagascar lace plant. That's like one of my favorites.
It looks like a fishing net.
It does. I said, what's wrong with those leaves? He said that's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, that plant will be real cool when it gets
snails
going.
multiply.
Good. The snails will do you good. The snails will eat that algae too.
What is this on the end too?
That's called water wisteria.
And then you put some more of that stuff back there.
I got the bacopa back there. Hey, say the story again. What did you do? What class were you in? Kindergarten?
Yeah, kindergarten, and we were doing we were writing and like seeing if our parents would say yes to something, and I asked my mom for a balance set and she said no, and then we did it again, and I was thinking of something that my dad would say yes to, and then I thought of a fish tank.
You thought your dad would say yes to a fish tank, huh?
Yeah.
You know, most kids don't get a new rimless Red Sea with a Kessel Light and overflow. Your tank is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm pumped. Well, you asked for the right thing. Hey, you're doing a good job taking care of it too.
What do you think, Dustin?
Tank on, baby.